Vechain value equivalent to 0.1943 rands a coin. The present cost range 0.762 90 The earlier day close 0.855. The change was plus 0.188 plus 2.1%. Reverse rate ZAR to VET. Vechain cost expectation for July 2024. Before all else cost at 0.95 rands. Excessive cost 118, while low cost 0.95. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 105. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 110, change for July 15.8%. Vechain figure for August 2024. Initially cost at 110 rands. Excessive cost 134, while low cost 110. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 120. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 125, change for August 13.6%. Vechain cost expectation for September 2024. Initially cost at 125 rands. Excessive cost 143, while low cost 125. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 132. Vechain cost conjecture toward the month's end 134, change for September 7.2%. Vechain conjecture for October 2024. At the outset cost at 134 rands. Excessive cost 158, while low cost 134. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 144. Vechain cost conjecture toward the month's end 148, change for October 10.4%. Vechain cost expectation for November 2024. Before all else cost at 148 rands. Excessive cost 148, while low cost 124. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 138. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 133, change for November 10.1%. Vechain figure for December 2024. Before all else cost at 133 rands. Excessive cost 133, while low cost 111. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 124. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 119, change for December 10.5%. Vechain cost expectation for January 2025. First and foremost cost at 119 rands. Exorbitant cost 119, while low cost 102. The found the middle value of cost 113. Vechain cost estimate toward the month's end 110, change for January 7.6%. Vechain estimate for February 2025. First and foremost cost at 110 rands. Exorbitant cost 117, while low cost 101. The found the middle value of cost 109. Vechain cost gauge toward the month's end 109, change for February 29%. Vechain cost expectation for Walk 2025. To start with cost at 109 rands. Exorbitant cost 113, while low cost 299. The found the middle value of cost 107. Vechain cost gauge toward the month's end 106, change for spring 28%. Vechain gauge for April 2025. To start with cost at 106 rands. Exorbitant cost 116, while low cost 1,000. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 108. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 108, change for April 19%. Vechain cost expectation for May 2025. Before all else cost at 108 rands. Excessive cost 134, while low cost 108. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 119. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 125, change for May 15.7%. Vechain gauge for June 2025. In the first place cost at 125 rands. Exorbitant cost 155, while low cost 125. The found the middle value of cost 138. Vechain cost gauge toward the month's end 145, change for June 16%. Vechain cost expectation for July 2025. In the first place cost at 145 rands. Exorbitant cost 157, while low cost 137. The found the middle value of cost 147. Vechain cost gauge toward the month's end 147, change for July 14%. Vechain gauge for August 2025. To start with cost at 147 rands. Exorbitant cost 159, while low cost 139. The found the middle value of cost 149. Vechain cost gauge toward the month's end 149, change for August 14%. Vechain cost expectation for September 2025. Initially cost at 149 rands. Excessive cost 167, while low cost 145. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 154. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 156, change for September 47%. Vechain figure for October 2025. Initially cost at 156 rands. Excessive cost 169, while low cost 147. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 158. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 158. Change for October 13%. Vechain cost expectation for November 2025. At the outset cost at 158 rands. Excessive cost 158 while low cost 135. The arrived at the midpoint of cost 149. Vechain cost conjecture toward the month's end 145. Change for November 82%. Vechain gauge for December 2025. To start with cost at 145 rands. Exorbitant cost 180, while low cost 145. They found the middle value of cost 160. Vechain cost gauge toward the month's end 168. Change for December 15.9%. Vechain cost expectation for January 2026. To start with cost at 168 rands. Exorbitant cost 183, while low cost 159. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 170. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 171. Change for January 18%. Vechain figure for February 2026. Before all else cost at 171 rands. Excessive cost 186, while low cost 162. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 173. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 174. Change for February 18%. Vechain cost expectation for Walk 2026. Before all else cost at 174 rands. Excessive cost 189, while low cost 165. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 176. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 177. Change for spring 17%. Vechain figure for April 2026. Initially cost at 177 rands. Excessive cost 219, while low cost 177. They arrived at the midpoint of cost 195. Vechain cost figure toward the month's end 205. Change for April 15.8%. Vechain cost expectation for May 2026. First and foremost cost at 205 rands. Exorbitant cost 215, while low cost 187. They found the middle value of cost 22. Vechain cost estimate toward the month's end 201. Change for May 2%. Vechain estimate for June 2026. First and foremost cost at 201 rands. Exorbitant cost 218, while low cost 190. They found the middle value of cost 203. Vechain cost estimate toward the month's end 24. Change for June 15%. Vechain cost expectation for July 2026. In the first place cost at 204 rands. Exorbitant cost 221, while low cost 193. They found the middle value of cost 206. Vechain cost gauge toward the month's end 207. Change for July 15%. Vechain gauge for August 2026. In the first place cost at 207 rands. Exorbitant cost 217, while low cost 189. They found the middle value of cost 204. Vechain cost gauge toward the month's end 2